Welcome back. Today we are talking about the trending deep plane facelift, and we're back with board-certified facial plastic surgeon, Dr. Alemi. This article that we saw you in The Cut, it talked about the Forever 35 face. Is that what people are seeking?
I think it was a catchy title because mid-30s, maybe you realize in your 50s, like, actually 35 was pretty good.
Yeah.
And so, you know, for whatever reason, but yes, so
I see this lady up here, she's going, okay. I see from here, ma'am. She's like, okay. You had two of your patients featured in the article, Chloe, who's 44, and Anne, who is 65. We have their before and after. Let's take us through what we saw with this patient.
Yeah, so Chloe's 44. She's got a much milder case. I mean, this is a patient that I'll see in my practice who's a little bit more focused on early signs of aging. I mean, you might look at her and say she doesn't need a facelift. And in fact, I tell people like this all the time. You don't need a facelift.
So you will tell people they're not ready. You're not, okay?
Absolutely. But certainly, what Chloe showed me photos of herself from her late 20s, and she was like, I just miss that structure, the jawline, the taperedness that I used to have. If you can give me that back, I'll be super happy.
Okay.
And I think that we delivered that. I mean, she looks
fantastic. I love it. Okay. Anne is 65. This is Anne's before and after, and this is frontal here. What was she looking for? What did you see?
So Anne is a very different case, right? So Anne is in her mid-60s. She's got a lot more signs of, gravitational aging. She's got heaviness in her neck. Both of these patients had fractional laser resurfacing like Ricky did. So she had a lot more sun exposure. She spends a lot of time on her boat. And so she wasn't really looking for a specific age. She just wanted to look refreshed.
That's what I was going to say. She looks refreshed. She doesn't look like, whoa, what, you go and run into somebody, what did you do? You know, it's like, oh, something's different, but I don't know what it is.
Again, we talk about this idea of transparency, but a lot of patients still want to be very private about this. And so what they don't want is for people to come up to them and say, you had a facelift. What really ends up happening is people will come up to them and be like, did you change your hairstyle?
Yeah.
Or did you lose weight? Or did you did something that's
but they
different,
can't put their finger. Okay, here comes the hot part.
Uh-oh, we're getting spicy?
We're getting spicy over here. The cost. Okay, Chloe's surgery was $76,500. Anne is $107,000.
So surgeons have a different, I would say in New York City, you'll find a range for facelift costs. And, deep plane facelifts, I think, have a higher price tag because it really is a more advanced procedure. It is probably the most advanced facelift procedure that exists right now. Yeah. And so for that reason, I think it carries a slightly higher cost. Now, these patients had the same price, and sometimes patients have different prices for the facelift, and the prices really depend
Well, because Anne got private nurse care. That was a different addition on hers as well.
And I do encourage my patients, I would say, like, most of my patients hire a private nurse either for the first night or for a few days. Anne wanted like full tilt. She wanted somebody with her for, the first 3 or 4 nights, which is great. And, the nursing services, they do an amazing job. They help coordinate meals and transportation and things like that. So obviously that adds a little bit of cost. She did hyperbaric oxygen therapy, which is something I always recommend to my patients. That really helps supercharge the healing. We can talk more about that.
I mean, we truly are in this advanced technological space with the exterior aging.
I mean, I think that patients want the most cutting-edge procedure now. And that's why I try to use Instagram and social media to really educate patients, because unlike other procedures where, if you're going to have a procedure done, you might not know that much about it, people specifically are asking for a deep plane, and so we want to make sure that that's really what you're getting. You understand the doctor's credentials and background and training. And so unlike years past where maybe plastic surgeons just did their operation that they did and that's what you got, now with social media, it's like people are zooming in on my before and afters, and you can zoom in 10x on the earlobes and make sure you like the scars. I mean, this is an era of transparency. So technology has really accelerated that.
It's incredible. I mean, people are like, I'm going to keep doing this, though, for a minute, though, to see how this. Dr. Alemi, you can follow Dr. Alemi on social media. He answers questions and gives us all kinds of information on this technology. Thank you so much. It's so educational. Coming up, the woman who went viral after sharing her incredible results from cosmetic surgery. We'll be right back. What country she went to. After the break. Oh, my God.